What's going on, everybody? Chappy here. Welcome back to another ReZero video. I believe we will be watching episode 3. Pretty sure it's episode 3. The episode came out yesterday, I believe, but I was not able to watch it as I was busy, so I'll be watching this a day later, and I'll probably be getting this part out like the 24th or something. I'm recording this the 23rd. It's pretty late at night. It's like 10 o'clock. Just got home from work, but we are ready. I am ready for some ReZero. I've been yearning for it, man. I need my dose of ReZero this week. So in the last part, I believe, we met Frederica, a new character, and we saw this weird, I think pink-haired elf girl. We don't know her name yet. But yeah, we saw Subaru and Emilia and Otto prepare to go to the sanctuary. Frederica gave Emilia a pendant or a necklace of some sort, which apparently was supposed to, I don't know, apparently they needed it to get through the barrier or something like that. And also Frederica had like some letter she had from her master, which I assume was Master Roswaal. I can assume that, but who knows, maybe it's someone else, but I'm gonna say it's Master Roswaal. I don't know why I'm saying master, it's just Roswaal. Roswaal Mathers. But yeah, of course we saw him traveling over to the sanctuary, and Emilia started glowing. The pendant started glowing, and Subaru took it from her, and he got teleported to some place in the woods. And that necklace was intended for Emilia, right? So I don't know if Frederica had something planned there, some motive, but I'm sure we'll find out later on. Now, in case you haven't seen my earlier reactions, I have read volume 10 of a light novel, so this is not a blind reaction. Now the series will turn into a blind reaction later on, probably like 2 or 3 more episodes, I'd say, because I've only read up to volume 10. So later on I will be blind reacting to this, which will be super fun. I cannot wait. So yeah, last episode covered chapter 1 of the light novel, and it's like halfway through chapter 2, so assuming this episode will finish chapter 2 and maybe chapter 3, or at least get through most of chapter 3, and then we'll go from there, of course. Is there anything else I wanted to say? No, not really, other than we'll have a nice little tea party with Echidna. A nice little slice of life episode here. Just kidding. But this should definitely be an interesting episode. I'm also curious how many people thought Echidna was actually Satella. I'm sure some people must have thought that when she first appeared there. So I'm curious. But without further ado, let us get ready to watch this episode. Let us go. Man, I don't know why I just don't have this set up from the beginning. I'm a terrible YouTuber. Oh, let's go to YouTube. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. No. Where is it? ReZero. Let's go. Episode 28. This is episode 4 of the... Is this episode 4? Oh, this is episode 3, right? Yes. I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways. Episode 3. Here we go. There she is. Echidna. I'm not sure if it's Echidna. I'm pretty sure it's Echidna. When I was first reading the light novel, I was calling her Echidna. Because, that's how it's, that's how you think you'd say it, the way it's spelt. But after hearing the way other people say her name, Echidna, see. The witch agreed. There she is. Oh. Oh, it's just such a smug look. Super shouldn't be alarmed at anything at this point. Oh, it's gonna get interesting, man. I really like her voice acting. Yeah, because his body's still there in the tomb or whatever, right? See, a wonderful tea party. I wonder if they'll show what the tea's actually made of. Or she'll say in the anime. I think they're gonna say it. It's their body fluids. That, that was so funny when I read it in the light. Look at how smug she looks. She knows a lot of stuff, man. I wonder how this is gonna look. Oh, it's so cool, man. Oh yeah, all the witches. Oh, I want to get reminded by this actually. The Witch of Gluttony, Daphne, who created a beast that defied the will of God to save the world from starvation. I love the sound of this so much in the back. The Witch of Lust, Carmilla, who granted emotions to non-human beings in an attempt to fill the world with love. Witch of Wrath, Minerva. It's the Witch of Pride, Typhon. The Witch of Greed, Echidna. And last, Satella. That was amazing. Just the way, I don't know, the way they presented that. Man, that must be so. It's so cool. I don't know what I'm even saying. It's just cool to see all the witches. She just comes out of nowhere. I want to hear about this witch. Oh, what about this one? Oh, how about this one? It's like, I bet a lot of people were pretty surprised when, that came up. I know I was when I was reading the light novel. I was like insane just to hear about all the other witches, because this is the first time I believe we've heard their names and what they're about. I mean, of course, we knew there were other witches besides Satella, because, she devoured them all. But it's just really cool, man. She was freaked the hell out, man. Oh, what's happening? Compatible. I used the envy witch factor. The envy witch factor. Was that in the light novel? The envy witch factor? Hold on. I'm gonna look in the light novel and see if that was in there. Cause I don't know. I don't remember that. Okay, yes, that was in the light novel. I just totally forgot about that. Witch factor kind of confuses me a little bit. So I want to reread it. I use the envy witch factor on you to strengthen your resistance. So, envy witch factor. So there's different types of witch factor. So was there like a sloth witch factor? Man, I don't know. Witch factor confuses the hell out of me. I don't know if I can't remember if it was explained earlier in the series or not. All I know is, of course, the more, witch factor you have, the more he is resistant to certain things, as we've seen throughout this series. Other people are more vulnerable to certain things produced by the witch, I guess. In contrast to Subaru, which he is resistant to these things. Yeah, just a nice little tea party. Quite desirable. The sloth witch factor. When he died, the witch factor chose you as its new dwelling. That's also why you're able to enter this graveyard. So when he killed Betelgeuse, the witch factor chose him, and that enabled him to be able to enter this place. It's like Subaru doesn't even care anymore. He's not even afraid. He's like, let me go. I need to get out of here. She just wants to talk to him so bad. I ran from Subaru being super scared to him just brushing her off. Like, yeah. I'm not interested. It's so cool to see this animated. So funny, dude. Ah, yes. The vow, yes. What was this again? Yeah, you know him. Just like Satella. What Satella did to him, right? The trial of the sanctuary. Remember that, guys. What is it? What? You really are a witch. What are you doing, Echidna? And he's gonna fall back and enter the portal. So the only thing, if I recall correctly, that wasn't added in the scene with Echidna, Subaru asks her. Oh no, Echidna asks if he has any, questions, and then Subaru asks, something about if she knew anything about, the archbishops, anything to help him out, because he wanted to maybe find out more information on how to, help Rem. So that was one thing. Another thing is when she tells Subaru about the pact, she mentions that it shouldn't be a big deal because he is already bound by a pact similar to the one she just made with Subaru, which of course indicates, she knows the pact, I guess, that Subaru has with Satella. So yeah, that was a couple things I wanted to add in there that the anime did not include. I'm sure there's more, but I just kind of skimmed through. Oh, we're gonna meet Garfiel. And yeah, he doesn't remember apparently. That's like he doesn't remember the interaction with her. There's Garfiel. No, throw him. Pathrash saves him. Somewhat. There he is. Pathrash is a real one, to be honest with you. Oh. RKO'd. Only half dead, not actually dead, guys. You look just like her. I wonder how he got that scar on his face. Frederica told them to be careful of Garfield. I don't know if this was the reason, though. The reason why they should be careful. Act on, these little things he says don't make it. You gotta act on a gang line before you think. As a guy, I have mixed feelings about this. So he's at the sanctuary, so of course he knows Ram and Roswaal, because they're at the sanctuary as well. He was reacting to the barrier. Mixed blood, right? Because she has mixed blood. Yep, exactly how I pictured it from the light novel. It's really run down place. There's Ram. So Frederica gave the pendant to Emilia, and I reacted as soon as I crossed the barrier. And of course, since she's mixed blood, I guess they pass out. And if she still had that pendant on, if Subaru didn't take it from her, she would have been teleported, right? And she would have been, of course, unconscious. And then there's that pink elf girl there, pink-haired elf girl. So I'm curious if Frederica gave her that, intending her to, of course, go through the barrier, have the thing react to the barrier, teleport her, and of course she's unconscious, and have someone do something like take her somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, I don't know. Even if I've read Light Novel 10, I still don't know these things. I'm just kind of speculating. That's kind of what I got from it. So I don't know. We'll see later on. A little more. We'll learn more about why that happened, I suppose. I'm sorry for all the pauses, but let us go on. We have Ram here. I'm disappointed by how. And one more thing, sorry. Actually, they didn't include that Garfield's the world's strongest man, apparently. He declares himself the world's strongest man, so I'm not sure if they added in later, in a later part. But during that last segment, he declares himself as the world's strongest man, and he talks about the Witch Agreed's tomb. They know about it. Otto's freaked out. And, they also talk a little more about the witches, how Satella ate them, and they talk about the cultists themselves and how like the witch cultists don't acknowledge the other witches at all. It's all just love, I guess you call it, for Satella, the witch of jealousy, and how just hearing the name of the other witches drives them mad into like really just rampages, apparently, which is why in that part it didn't happen in the anime, but in the light novel it did, when Puck was fighting. Well, it wasn't really a fight, but when Puck killed Petogis, when Subaru was holding Emilia, Emilia's dead. But anyways, on that part, when Puck's talking with Petogis, Puck actually mentions the name Echidna, and Petogis goes on a rampage. He hates it. Don't want to hear any names of any other witches, and it drives him nuts. Of course, that was only in the light novel. That didn't happen in the anime. It didn't show that part. So yeah, let us move on here. They're at the sanctuary. Roswaal's inside. Poor Otto. Cabby. Otto always gets the short stick. Otto has it rougher than Subaru, I'm telling you. Hi. Yeah, here's Subaru really wants to tell Ram, or ask Ram about Rim. That's what's happening here. Yep, he wants to ask about Rim. He doesn't have the courage to do it yet. Nah, you ain't pathetic. Emilia got your back, man. Emilia always just brings him back up. Just like that, Subaru's spirits are back up. Ah, yes, Roswaal. Yeah, because that's what he wanted. He planned for Subaru to do all that, to make that alliance and stuff. Right? It's like the opposite. Mm-hmm. And of course, Subaru doesn't remember. Has been overseen by the heads of the Manners family for generations. Don't call her. Yeah. Doesn't want any disrespect. I seriously. What kind of relationship does Roswaal have with that witch? Echidna's prince back. Right. So this place has been passed down generation to generation. House arrest. So yeah, they're like prisoners here. The trial, yes. Remember when Echidna mentioned the trial? Yep, so Roswaal tried it. And he was not mixed blood. So he got hurt. So yeah, they can't leave anyways. They have to do the trial, right? Even if they didn't want help, I mean, they have to do it to get out. There's all the villagers. This is a nice part. Emilia's gonna do it. And of course, they don't really trust her just yet. They still don't, even after everything she did to protect the mansion. Why? Why do you want to help us? Yes. Just wants to help. Give her a chance. I pray you accept their friendship. This is really nice when I first read it in the line. Happy to see her gain the trust. Man, there's a fly going around my room. It's really annoying. What'd she say? Oh, Emilia seemed to change a bit. Okay. Oh, we're almost done with the episode. No. Exactly. She's trying her best. And it worked. So are they going to show the extra talk at the end with Ram and Subaru, or are you going to leave that out? Oh. Oh, we're getting the ending song. From the other spirits. Like one last year. Oh, they're getting straight to the... I won't say it just in case, but... Okay, so they did leave out a little bit. I don't know if I should say it because it might be spoilers. Because they might add it in later on. Man, it's all lit up for her. I really like the ending song, man. Yeah, why didn't you do this yourself? That's how we didn't meet a certain character. I guess they'll introduce her later on. Oh, they're going straight. Oh, okay. Next part. Oh no. Next part's gonna be. Ugh. Next episode. I mean. Okay, they're really moving along here. Damn. I really like this end. Yep. And of course. Are you gonna show it? Yes. Good morning, son. Oh, what the hell? Is that his little figurines? They're all silver haired. Of course he likes Emilia then. Here's a thing for. Good morning. Good morning, son. Oh man, yep. So they started the trial, man. I didn't think they'd get to this soon. But yeah, of course, in the beginning of this episode with Echidna, we saw she gave him access, the right to take the trial. And of course, without that, Subaru should not have been able to go into the trial because obviously he needed to be mixed blood to take this trial. So, man. So yeah, they did skip a talk. There's a conversation with Ram. He has. There's a conversation with Ram he has after Emilia's little speech that talks about Frederica and I think the pendant and why what kind of motive she has. But I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't know if it'll be mentioned later. I don't want to drop or spoil anything, even if it's just like minuscule information. Well, it's not minuscule; it's important information, but I don't want to say it because they might add it in later on. They might just be rearranging the scenes in different places, so I don't want to say anything just in case. Like the thing with Garfiel when he first got introduced, he said he was the strong. He says he's the strongest man alive. He has that title apparently, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I might just bleep that out because again, they might just say it later on. I don't know if it's a big spoiler or not. If so, it's very very light spoilers. So I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe I'll leave it in here in case, because it's information, man, that they didn't include. But I just don't know if they're gonna include it at a different part. So I don't want to accidentally spoil things. So maybe I'll leave it up, and if people see it and are like, hey, I don't really want to know this stuff now, maybe they'll put it in later. If you don't want to hear any extra information that the anime might have skipped, that might be very light spoilers. Well, I guess the weight of the spoilers is a bit subjective, so I don't know. If you don't want me to go through any extra information that the anime left out, because they may, as I said, they may add it in a later part. Maybe they rearrange the scenes. Maybe Garfield talks about it later on in the series. And of course, the thing with Ram, after the Emilia thing, Ram has to talk with Subaru about certain stuff that they didn't include. So yeah, I'm not sure. I just don't want to accidentally make people mad or spoil things that I may not see as a spoiler, really. So I don't want to ruin anyone's experience. So yeah, just let me know if you want to see that. Keep seeing extra information or not. That was not in the light novel. But obviously that won't last for too long. Because I'd say I have maybe two more episodes. Maybe three max. Three more episodes until I am anime only. So obviously I want to have this extra information available either way. So we'll be fine by then. But yeah, man, that was a awesome episode. I really love the ending song. I'm gonna have to right after this. I might do it now. Actually, I want to listen to that ending song. It's so good. I mean, nothing, in my opinion, will beat the original ending song. Styx Helix, I think it is. It's like STYX Helix. That one just perfect in my opinion. I really love the original ending song. But this one was I really enjoyed this one. I don't really care for many endings in animes, to be honest. I mean, uh, God of High School, that one I really like that ending, and of course, Tower of God. I really enjoyed that ending. I stuck through the ending parts just to hear the songs, which I normally don't do for many anime. So these few are just an exception, of course. The endings in ReZero just fits the show perfectly, man. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to this again. Of course, that's the voices in the back. Is there? Alright, here it is. Oh, the audio's not very good. You know what? Oh, the audio's terrible. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna listen to that when it's actually released fully. But I did like the ending. But yeah, I was just saying, great episode. Echidna. Not much to say about her, contender for best girl, I heard. So we'll see. And with that, they did finish. They finished off chapter 2, chapter 3, and with next week's episode, where we'll be starting chapter 4 of the light novel. So man, honestly, maybe 2 episodes until they finish this, until they fully cover volume 10. It feels like it's going so fast. It's just insane. But yeah, either way, really enjoying season 2 so far. Obviously, they're skipping through stuff which is expected and understandable, but there are couple things which I wish they added in. But oh well. Again, maybe later on they'll touch upon those subjects. But I don't know, man. I'm just rambling on here, but I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm going on an hour recording. Why am I so bad at this? Why do I take so long? Either way, I got some editing to do. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this reaction. I am going to edit this video now down to probably less than 30 minutes, hopefully. I don't know why I have to keep these videos so long, but probably less than 30. Maybe 20, 25. Yeah, it's kind of reaching. Either way, I'm terrible at these outros. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I'll catch you guys next week on ReZero, episode 4. I'm out.